Maya 2011 opened up, and I've got two objects in my view. The one highlighted in green is my motion capture data file. The one in the background is the skeleton and rig I've created via the human IK panel. I won't go into details on how I did that. There's tutorials. I just simply followed the tutorials verbatim. I'm going to run this animation just so you can see what it does. Okay, so there's the start, and he goes down into that pose, runs around, hands the ball off, and throws the ball. And then he steps back into the T pose, and then he starts again. So you can see the animation is nice and smooth and just perfect. I'm going to go back to the beginning. Now via the human IK skeleton or panel, I'm going to attach that skeleton to the motion capture. Again, I'm following tutorials verbatim. Apply that, and there's that. That is done now. I'm going to run the animation again. You can see the skeleton sticks pretty close to the real thing. There's some differences in elbow height and shoulder height and that sort of thing, but that's fine. I think that's not what I'm trying to show. So I'm going to skip back to the beginning. I'm going to bake that for export. Oops, bake to skeleton. He's going to do this. Alright, so that's done. I'm going to export the selected to a location. Base test. I've got this set to FBX 2009 simply because it seems to be the only one that works properly. I've tried 2010, 2011. The results end up being far worse. The other reason I'm using FBX 2009 is because my 3D Studio is version 2009. So we can export the skeleton. Yes, it's going to do a little thing, and it's done. Okay, so I get these two errors, or pardon me, this one error, that basically the error tells me to ignore. This change will not affect the animation curve values. So basically, it's making some changes, but telling me to ignore them. So now I'm going to go into Motion Builder, and so I'm going to open that file. It would be really nice if Motion Builder actually defaulted to frame all when it started. So here's the character, the export of motion in Motion Builder. I get this extra object. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know why it's there. I can't get rid of it, but that's fine. I'm going to characterize it. Characterize biped, yes. I'm going to also select these items just so you can see the extent of what's happening. And now I'm going to scrub through the timeline just so you can see what happens. And I'm going to shuffle them in the middle. Now watch this arm and see how much it flickers. Now the animation looks not bad there, but notice the arm will start jumping. See, that's not in the motion capture. Why is it way out here? How do I clean that up? I have no idea. Now I'm just going to run this animation again. The arm flies out in the middle of nowhere, jumps down, the arm's all over the place. Here's a scene where the whole character gets out of control, and now watch when his arm is flailing about. It goes to the handoff motion, and now he's upside down. Now that's not in the motion. How is it that for 3 or 4 frames he's standing on his head? I don't understand what's causing that. I don't know what setting I need to change to prevent it. As I come around here, I'm going to slide over. As I come around here and throw, it looks okay. It seems to clean up itself a little bit, and then it'll go back into the T-pose. But I don't know why the character ends up standing on his head. you know, I've not figured out why that's happening, and I've not figured out how to fix it here. And there seems to be no keyframe editor where I can just delete this key and let the software interpolate between this frame and this frame, which are correct, and then just, you know, delete these keys. So far there seems to be no way for me to do that. So if anybody has suggestions on how to clean this up, I would appreciate hearing them.